Hopefully this works. Anyway, I got a cowboy hat. I've had it for a while. I had it up there. Tell me what y'all think. Y'all like it? This is a new one. So, see there? Yeah, it's not too bad. So I'm wearing my cowboy hat for this. Welcome to 411 channel. This is our introduction. I'm actually going to post it on my channel, but I'm also posting it on the 411 channel. The channel was established because I've been thinking about it, and in a conversation I had with Jose JC Elect, I think it's a go, and if you're interested. So we began to talk, and I knew there was another driver, DeeBoy Stance, I wanted to reach out to, and I reached out to her, and she was a yes. I'm still looking for more drivers for the channel, and what it is it's going to be a channel meant to help drivers, meant to talk about the industry and things that we do in the industry, tips and tricks. I mean, and just even not only tips and tricks, understanding the industry, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So I'm going to back up a little bit because this is my introductory video and tell you who I am. So my name is Shannon. I go by TruckerDoll here on YouTube. Licensed minister, truck driver now, but I have a predominantly over 20 years corporate background in finance, technical support, telecommunication, and healthcare. I started driving a truck after I was out of a job from a telecommunication company. It's something that I wanted to do in my 20s. A friend of mine talked me out of it, and then I really started investigating it in my 30s. And in my midlife crisis, DCI Jams, if you're watching, in my midlife crisis in my 40s, I decided to go for it. I enjoy trucking. I like driving. I like the travel. What I hate about trucking is the drama, or what I call the trucking game. And if you guys don't understand that, I've got an old video, and we'll actually talk about that. I'll use that as a topic. But that's what I don't like about it. But overall, I love driving. But I actually enjoy trucking. I like doing it a lot. I love just riding down the open road. Some of my favorite states to drive are Oregon, Washington, my home state of Arizona, some parts of Texas, where I'm at right now, Tennessee, Georgia. Well, I'm not in Tennessee, but I just went through Tennessee and Georgia. Love those areas. I like Pennsylvania. Anything east of PA, I'm not feeling the love on. But everything else, I'm cool with. Excuse me, guys. I had to do a split to get here, and I'm sitting at a Walmart, D.C. in their staging area. I'm hoping that one of these other trucks leaves, because where I'm parked at is really funky. But they didn't have a lot of parking when I first arrived. So right now I'm trying to stay awake before I go back in the bunk, because they've rescheduled my load a second time because they did not get a confirmation number when they rescheduled it for today. So I have to sit here tomorrow at 5 a.m. to deliver the load over here to the Walmart DC that's right behind me, yeah, in Georgia. But it's okay, because I'm also out of hours. I've only got 1 hour and change left on my clock. So tomorrow I'll be here, which is okay, because like I said, I need to reset anyway. And I need to get some hours back. So I'll be here tomorrow in order to hopefully get pulled in there and get this load delivered. So I like a lot about trucking. Like I said, I like the travel. The company I'm with currently have a brand new 2019 Freightliner Cascadia. Allows me to home time in any state. They'll get me wherever I need to go. You know, if it's an area where they don't do heavy freight, they tell us to give them a couple weeks, but they'll get us something to get to that area. We can home time wherever we want. I like that. As an introduction, because I am single, I am not in any kind of relationship, not married, no kids. I pretty much live off the truck, and I either stay with family or friends when I get home, and or I just run a hotel, because it doesn't make any sense as truck drivers. If you're thinking about coming into this industry, you can save a lot more money doing what I'm doing if you're single than to rent an apartment and be in an apartment once every other month. And that's really what it is, because you're out for, unless you have a weekly where you're home weekly, but you're out for with this company, they want you to roll pretty much for every week you're out, you get a day off, and so it almost makes sense to, when you get home, to have 3 or 4 days off. Trucking affords you a lot of things because there's a lot of different options in trucking, but I like doing it. What I did get hooked up with is my favorite type of truck to drive is a reefer, and I'll get into details later on that. I'm very sarcastic. If you haven't watched my actual channel, I'm very, very sarcastic. And my sarcasm, sometimes I have to be careful because it can be offensive, because I also get sarcastic when I'm pissed off. And I basically will check you. I never knew I was sarcastic. It was a friend who told me I was, and I didn't realize that's what I was. She's like, "You're extremely sarcastic." And, ooh, I'll be back. Anyway, back to my subject. I had to move the truck because I've been waiting for a truck to move so I could get a good spot, because I'm going to be stuck here for a minimum of another day. What I want to tell you guys is this channel is meant to help you. If you have suggestions, if you have ideas, we pretty much welcome it. So let us know what you want us to talk about. Any subjects you have. I have a list of subjects that I can think of. I have questions that have been asked. A lot of details. So we're going to try to address that, and then as hopefully the channel grows for 411, we will bring in other people. But who am I? I'm a truck driver with a corporate background. I'm kind of no nonsense when it comes to certain things. Sarcastic as can be. Love driving. Love the peace of the road. Prefer driving at night. Less drama. Somebody who came into trucking with a huge fear of mountains and heights. Don't have that anymore. Learning the game. Trucking, you're going to have to build a thick skin or they'll walk all over you. You're going to have to stand your ground, and sometimes you're going to have to learn when to, just fold your cards or to hold your peace. As a human being, I'm a person who I realize, whatever reason, I tend to have a lean to help people. It may be how I was raised or not raised, however you want to look at that, if I went into my history as a kid. Single, not really looking to be bothered at all. If that happens, it happens, but it's not something that I'm looking for as I've aged. I'm almost 50. I'll be 50 in June. And I've learned that sometimes what we think the grass is greener, when you listen to people in relationships, you sometimes are very happy that you're single. I'm just saying. Who else I am? I love hats. As y'all can see, I love hats. I have different baseball caps too. Okay, let me give you another hat. Now this one is not anything fancy. I stole it from my father's house. It's a railroad hat for being SF Railroad, and it's that. So it's not fancy. No, it's not. But I like different hats. I'm a big hat person. Love hats. Love raised letter hats, like the raised letter graphics, stuff like that. I don't tell the company I work for. I don't do that for a lot of reasons. I know you have had YouTubers that get on here and they tell you, "Oh, I work for XYZ company." I would tell you I've worked for a couple starter companies. If you ask me what starter company to go to, we're going to talk about that too. It's not to knock them. It's just to let you know that sometimes the starter companies, I'm just saying. I'm going to go back to the cowboy hat. Y'all can see it better now. Oh, it's got a little string there. There you go. Sometimes the starter companies that you go to, there's a lot of game, but they put the babies through. They put y'all through a lot, and I've been through a lot. In the starter companies, it's kind of a known thing, and we're going to talk about the trucking shortage. I mean, we're going to talk about a lot of things. But I started a charter company. I went to trucking school. I did not actually go through a trucking company for training. Not knocking that. Everybody has their own journey on how you get here. But overall, who I am, African American woman, female truck driver, almost 50 years old, reestablishing myself in life, saving up, trying to save up money, get credit in order. May end up buying my own truck. Looking into that possibility. I've already established a business name, just haven't registered it yet. And simply trying to enjoy my time on this planet and be a blessing to other people as best I can. Right now in trucking, I'm doing that, and in a Christian level, I'm doing that too. But that's what my ultimate goal is. If you have any questions, you guys need any help, myself, DeeBoy Stance, Jose, aka JC Elect, we will try to answer those questions. I want to welcome you to the 411 channel. Trying to think if there's anything else that I wanted to say. No. I'll try to get you some road views on here. Gonna be one of my next purchases, gonna be a dash cam. And once I get everything up to date, because I got ghetto mobile with the phone, and get back to AT&T and get Wi-Fi on here, then what I will do is I'll upload videos occasionally. The truck stop Wi-Fi is not as good as it used to be. But then, a lot of people are using their phones, so truck stops aren't really probably putting their money into Wi-Fi and stuff like that anymore. Anyway, guys, please be blessed. Yeah, just be blessed. God bless you, too. Enjoy the channel. Any questions, topic requests, put them below. For my channel, I'm going to have a link to the 411 channel for you. And I know DeeBoy Stance, I think she put it in her video already. DeeBoy Stance will be on Wednesdays. Jose, JC Elect, will be on Fridays. And my days are Mondays. And we're not doing every week. We're doing every other week. I'm going to say forgive us if we are late getting any videos up. Because, again, we are truck drivers. And sometimes our video might get up a little late. Because where we're at in the country, maybe there's not. Like if you're in Wyoming, it's like a dead zone. Parts of Nebraska, dead zone. So I don't care who your phone service is, it's dead zone. And or we could be on a load, we could be in the bunk asleep, we could be tired, we could be on home time, could be a family issue, be a multitude of issues. But our goals are to meet those. Our goals are the first and third week of every month. We're going to have videos up Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And as hopefully more drivers either watch our content and we interact with other drivers and get drivers who might be interested, who reach out, who meet what we're trying to do on this channel, we may be adding more people to the channel. Oh, thank you for moving. Thank you for moving. This guy in front of me, I don't know, it was a car and he was asleep. Anyway, he moves so I can straighten out. Anyway, y'all, 2 and 2. Be blessed. Enjoy the channel, y'all.